Hey everyone, I wanted to show you this junk journal before I send it off. It is a flowish junk journal, so the idea behind this is that I'm sending it to another creative person and she will take it apart and use it for whatever she wants to use it for. If she has various journals that she works on or other craft projects, then this will be perfect for her. So I wanted to do a boho theme, and as you can see, this is super bohemian. So on the cover, this picture is from Pinterest. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I decoupaged this onto a piece of cardboard to make the outside to make the binder. And put some 3D little butterflies on it. I also painted over some decoupage, so I put various book pages behind this and some papers, and then used distress inks on the edges. On the front, I also put some words. The idea behind this is you just go through a magazine and you pick out some words that you like that are in various cool fonts, and then you can put them in your journals. So I like to include some of those into each junk journal so that they have some of those, and I think they're, you know, cool words. And inside, it's just overflowing with fun, as you can see. So over here, I did a pocket. I did some really cool tags a little bit ago, and I apologize that I don't have any videos showing how I made these, but I will do some of those. I had to rip apart my craft room, and then you know how that goes. Once you start, it's like, oh gosh, this is a mess. I need to clean this up, or I need to organize this, or, you know, because I wanted to change the desks around. So anyway, I didn't have my video set up so that I could do that, show, you know, what I was actually making. So I knew I had the deadline for sending this out, so I wanted to be able to get this done. So I really thought this was pretty. This is watercolor in the background, and some stamping with some butterflies on it as well, and some pretty ribbons on top. Here's another one that I thought was really pretty. It says, throw kindness around like confetti. And it's a little pair of boots, and then I put little dots on it like confetti. In here's another tag I made out of some cardboard that's quite pretty. This is the inside of a box of tea, and I kind of like this because it says, this is not the end, it's just the beginning. And so I put that in there. I also did an envelope here. I'll show you what's inside, and then I'll talk about the cover. Put a lot of stuff in here. Nice to have some envelopes in there. I put some, here's a card, a fiat card. I put a number of really pretty various napkins in here. Those are really nice for decoupage. There is a book page, and here's a little tag booklet and another tag with some stamping on it that can be used for journaling, and just some other papers and things like that that has some stamping on them. So that has some lot of fun stuff in there that she can use. On the inside of this, you can see I also put some paper and then distressed it, and I think it looks really boho and cool, and I like the teal on it. For this, I had stencil, and so I did sponging paint around this, and then for the cat I did some doodles inside of it, and I thought that was kind of cute. So that's a little thing of goodies for her. I wanted this so that the ribbon sort of poked out. And I'll put this back there too. There are two signatures in this, but they're jam-packed. Here's a little bag, and what I did, I did some stamping on it, and I thought it looked so cute. It's little Volkswagens. And in here are some more napkins. So this is a nice way to put napkins into a junk journal so that they don't get all messed up and, you know, yucky. Here are some letters, sticky letters, stickers, some doilies. Let me put this back in here so I don't tear it all up. Then here are some dictionary pages and some music pages. Here are some instructions for various crafts from Hobby Lobby that has some really cute pictures in it that she could cut up and use. I also, whenever I'm out, I see various things that are in different languages. This is some Spanish language stuff, and I don't know what this is. This is, I believe it's Vietnamese, if I'm not mistaken, but it's kind of cool. I always use those. Here's a flyer that I stuck in here that has some other languages on it, and a map of St. Petersburg, Florida. I live very close to that. Here is some junk mail I received that talks about color theory that is kind of cool. And here is brochure and a map of the Dali Museum. This is from a book that I picked up at a thrift store, and it has all kinds of patterns in it. So this is the pattern for a christening gown, which is really cute. And then also at that same book sale, I was able to get a really nice coffee table book of paintings by famous artists, you know, like from the 1800s and stuff. And these photos are beautiful. And just to quickly go through here, here's the same other side of those things. There we go. Dali Museum. Yeah, it's pretty cool to go there. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. All right, let's go to the second signature on this. Here's another page from that beautiful book that just has gorgeous pictures in it. And so I've really enjoyed using that to send in my various junk journals that I've made. This one is How to Make a Clown. This is from a pattern book. And this is from an encyclopedia. I picked up some 1950s encyclopedias at a thrift store, and some of those are really cool. So there's a section about baseball and some, it has some pictures of some ships and things like that. Here is a travel brochure. Here is, oh, this is pretty cool. I picked up a Currier and Ives plate book, and it has all these beautiful drawings in it. And it is pretty old, I think. So I've enjoyed using that as well in my journaling and sending it to other people. Here is a thing from Hobby Lobby about making statement jewelry, some silver jewelry that's pretty nice. That could be some backgrounds. Here's a piece of tissue paper, some ice resin background material. And here is another one of those things. And here are two more of my cute little bags. This one has little paw prints on one side. And this one had blue flowers, and I did some doodling on them and drew around them. In here, here's another thing that came out of some ginseng that I got that's in Chinese, and some restaurant receipts. Here are some papers that I've used when I'm watercoloring to wipe off my brushes, and those turn out really pretty. So it's like fabric, and I keep those, and so I'm sending her one of my nicer ones. And then also in this bag, what else do I have here? Oh, I'm sending her some little chipboard frames in this bag, and also some of this glittery, blingy, rhinestone stuff. So, you know, you can always cut that up or use it whole or whatever you want to do. So I figured she might like a little bit of blingy stuff. Put this stuff back into this bag and use it up. And then here's one, and I used some beads I made on here. So that's kind of cute. In here is a little tape measure and a little envelope that I made. And the envelope has this little booklet in it that has the beads on it. And it's just a little journaling mini book. And it fits down in there quite nicely. Get that in there, and we'll have the beads hanging out. And then here's the little measuring tape. And what else do I have in here? Oh, yeah, more napkins that are very pretty. There's some fish and some shells, butterflies, and some pretty blue flowers. So, okay, let me put these back in here so that I don't lose them. Okay, put this back on here, and we'll put the clip on it. And the other side, you'll see just the same sorts of things, just the other side of them that I put in there. Here's some more of this Courier Knives paper that's really pretty. Okay, here's another little envelope. Oh, this is a very pretty thing. This is a touring group from China, and this is a beautiful brochure that I put in here that was mailed to me. And in here, I put some little apples that I cut out, and I think there's some little feet in there and things like that. So this is just some little cutout things that she can put on things. Okay, here's some music paper. Oh, and also, I guess this is probably like a third signature. I made an envelope out of this, and this is a piece by Joanna Gaines, the lady who does the TV show, I guess it's Fixer Upper. And she's talking about gratitude, and I thought it was a nice piece, so I made a pocket out of that. Here's some more doilies, and what all do I have in here? Oh, here is a postcard from Yellowstone National Park when it was like first discovered or made into a park. It's really beautiful. So that's an old postcard. Here's a nice, pretty journaling card that I made. Here's a piece of bubble wrap that is on an envelope. I always like to have those, so I share those with people as well. Here is a sticker thing. Here's another card. Here are some papers. And also here are a couple of little cards that are blank that she can use in her journaling, and some more stickers. And so that has some fun things in it. Then back here's another booklet that I made out of some tags that you can put into a journal and use for journaling. So that is what I'm going to send off for this swap. There was no theme. It just said, you know how to do it. So just make a nice thing. And what I did with this for the closure, this is a piece of tie-dyed material that I picked up at a thrift store, and I cut it up, and so I tied these down the center. I tied the signatures down the center, and then there's one tied at the top and one tied at the bottom, so that she can easily get those things out. And then if she needs to, also she can tighten it as she takes things out. So that is the one that I'm sending out right now, and I think it's a pretty good package. I'd be thrilled if I received this. So I hope you like it, and I hope you get some ideas, and I will see you guys later in another video. Thanks again.